Om Shanti. I'm audible and visible to everyone.
Yes, it's working very well.
Okay, lovely. So welcome to the Ayurveda class. Om Shanti to all. So we start with the session with the little prayer. One time, three time Om and Shanti Shanti. Come into the sitting posture. Keep your back, neck straight, aligned, relax. Bring the alignment to your back. Gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale for the Om. 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 Hello, I'm audible now?
Yes, now you are.
Okay, okay. We got the connection lost here. So let's start the session. In previous session, we talked about the Agni, right? We talked about the four types of Agni. Jatharagni, that is Vishamagni, Mandagni, Teshnagni, and Samagni. I hope there is no, any queries related to that. So now today we're going to talk about the Trimala, which I have already given you the names in yesterday's session. Trimala and Ama. So Trimala and Ama. Today we're going to discuss about this and Saptadhatu. So three malas, there's the three types of the malas in the body, which basically affected by the three dosha. And understand Agni and three dosha is linked. When you get the imbalance of the three dosha, same you get the imbalance of the Agni. So Vikrit, Avikrit, remember two words, Vikrit and Avikrit. Vikrit means perfection. Vikrit means imbalance of the three dosha. Avikrit means imbalance, perfectly balance of the dosha, right? So when Agni is gonna imbalance your malas is what? Waste of the body. There are three waste of the body. Basically, there is more than the 100 waste your body is secreting from your body. Each and every pore of your body is secreting the waste, taking out the waste from your body. So three types of major three types of the mal. Mal means waste, which you can diagnose that something is happening in your body. So Ayurveda focus on these three malas that it should be properly secreted from your body. So whenever we provide the treatment, first we take out all these three malas properly. So there is a one mal which called urine. Your urine is one kind of mal. Then your stool, your poo, second kind mal waste. Then third type is sweating. Your sweating is again the one kind of mal. I'll write it down the Sanskrit name for you if you want, so you get the idea about it. So that is a Shakrut. That is a feces, your poo. Swed, that is a sweat. Mutra, that is a urine. So these three mala guna affected when your three dosha and your Agni is imbalanced. What happens? And the food is properly not digested by because your Agni is imbalanced. So you feel the constipation or the diarrhea, indigestion, and you start having this lots of sweating. So when you feel lots of sweating and there's a smell in your sweat, it means something in your body, there is something going on wrong. Same with your stool start having lots of smell and the color of the stool is changed, it's become red or blood is coming. Again, you have problems. Constipation you are feeling. Uh, the mull is not properly coming out. Again, that is it's showing that indicating that there is something wrong in your body. Then urine color and the urine, you are going lots of time, frequency of the urine is increased or you have the smell in the urine. It also indicates that something you have some kind of infection, viral infection, bacterial infection, or some kind of disease you are having in your body. So through this indication, even you go to the doctor evaluate, diagnose. Asian doctor, even modern doctor, they ask how's your poo, how's your digestion, how's your hunger, how's your appetite, and how many times you are going poo, pee. These normal questions doctor asks because it play very important role, because when the proper mull properly mull is not coming out from your body, like you are not uh, coming, the waste is not properly coming out from your body, it will remaining in your body and converted into the ama toxin. It start producing this toxin in the body. So next is ama, ama. So three mala, three matlab three mal means waste. So sweat, your poo, your pee, these are the major three types of mala. But there's another type of the mala which is coming from your nostril, your ear, your eyes, your navel, then your reproductive organs, your anal. Mostly mulls are coming from these areas, and then each and every pores of your body, mull is coming out from the body. Which mull is which? I just said to you, again I'm gonna repeat. So Shakrut is Shakrut is your feces, your poo, Swed, your sweating, Mutra, your urine. Now it's clear. Shakrut, your poo, your potty, like what you call your feces, Swed, sweating, Mutra, urine. So the three names accordingly, these are this. Understood you? Okay. So now ama is happen. It's basically happen. Toxin. Ama means toxin. So ama means toxin. It means like when you are having the food, right? And food is not properly digested because you have the imbalance of the agni. So uncooked food, it means your body is not properly absorbing the food. So food remain in your body. It's not absorbing, and mull is affected. Mull is not coming out from your body. So it remain in your body. And then it converted into the toxin. And that once ama reach to that poison, it's staying there and start rotating, start, you know, becoming, it start becoming जो चीज खराब होना शुरू हो जाते हैं, it's like rotting something inside your body, infected, right? That that liquid start converting into the poison because it's remain in your body for longer period of time. So in that time, it's remain in your body, mull is affected, mull is not coming out, waste is not properly coming out, and uh, food is not digested by your agni. So what happened? It's becoming ama, the toxin, the poison. And this poison, when remain longer period of time in your body, it goes to, yes, it goes to in various body parts. When it go to your joints, you get arthritis. When it reaches to your liver, it's got psoriasis, liver psoriasis, then kidney problems. Whenever it reach, it's mixed in the blood and reach to various organs and reach to your brain. Then you get hemorrhage, stroke, or arteries blocked, heart, cardiovascular disease. So because of the ama, you get many problems in your rest of the cancer, tuberculosis, vitiligo. These kind of problems come to your body because it's affecting your immune system, right? And when your immune system is goes down, you have various kind of diseases. So I hope you understand three mallas and ama. Any doubts till here? 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 Hello. Yeah, it's so much noise.
Okay, it's not making noise anymore, and I don't have any questions. Thank you.
Okay, so you want me to write down that is AMA. Yesterday I also given the name. Ama. It's called ama. It means poison and toxins of the body, which happen because of the food is not digested and mal is not coming out from your body. So there, ama start producing within your body. Any doubt till here? Anybody? This much is clear. These two things are clear. It is very much important because now you understand that we need to work on the, like when we working on the treatment, so we have to remove the ama from the body first. So we work on the three malas. So waste should be coming out properly from your body. So cleansing things happen first. Then the treatment start later on. First we cleanse the body and then we start the treatment later on. Because this is affected, and once ama is increase in too much in ama is increase in your body, you get major issues, fatal disease you will get. So any doubt till here? Okay, no doubt. So now write it down, the sapta dhatu. I'll write it down for you. Sapta dhatu. So next topic is sapta dhatu, which is again affected by the dosha. This is the body tissue, which we call saptadhatu body tissue. So 7 types of the dhatu. One is rasa, rat, mamsa. I'll explain, don't worry about it. Med, asti. These are the Sanskrit names. Majja and shukra. So these are the 7 types of dhatu. Ras, rat, saptadhatu, the topic. Then ras, rakt, mamsa, med, asti, majja, shukra. Don't worry, I'll repeat again, but just write it down and leave the, space for explanation. This is the Sanskrit name. Okay, done. So 7 bodily tissues. Your body is made of these seven tissues. So these 7 tissues make your body like that, right? So when you have the food, right, after having the food, the sapta dhatu, this is these all the dhatu is made of the food. Food is making this dhatu, and these dhatu make you. The whole body structure is made of this 7 types of dhatu. Dhatu means tissues, 7 types of bodily tissues. So now sapta dhatu, the ras, the pronunciation is ras. The ras, R-A-S-A, ras, that is a fluid, bodily fluid, the plasma. So when you have the food converted into the liquid, okay, converted into the liquid, that become the plasma, which carrying all the nutrition, which body gonna absorb later on. So It will take 5 days. 5 days. Okay. It will take 5 days to convert this rust. Earlier, it's not cooked, uncooked rust, which we call uncooked rust, become cooked rust, cooked one, paka hua, cooked one, rust. It will take 5 days to become plasma, the complete cooked plasma, which body gonna absorb, which has the nutrition. It will take 5 days. So one meal if you're having, it will take 5 days. Rust become very quickly, right? Uncooked rust. Okay, you ate your meal, one time meal, then it's converted. It will take 5 days to become pakka cooked rust, which all the body gonna absorb later on. Okay, so this uncooked rust become cooked rust and take 5 days to make it cooked one. Okay, then this rust another 5 days it will take to become blood. So plasma converted into the blood later on. So more 5 days, rust become blood, rakta. So next dhatu is rakta. Pronunciation is rakta, which means blood, blood. So it become blood and take another 5 days to become blood. Then another next 5 days, the blood become thick and it become the mamsa. The mamsa is muscular tissues, small tiny tissues, muscular tissues. It become mamsa. Another next 5 days, it rakt become, it go into your body and make the muscles tissues. Then another next 5 days, med, med means fats. It deposit into the fats in your body. Another next 5 days, it will become the flesh of your body. So food, this is the procedure of how your body is absorbing and making the next tissues. So the made is fat, which flesh, it will take 5 days to become flesh. From becoming from the essence of the mamsa. Mamsa is muscular tissue, which converted later on the flesh. Then flesh later on become asti. Another 5 days, it goes into your bones and make the asti. It's called asti, bones, your skeleton system. And then another next 5 days is become majja, bone marrow. Majja, bone marrow. Another 5 days. And last, shukra, semen. Semen in the male and ovum in the female. It's become like the energy which we talk about, the female and masculine energy which reproduce uh, the generation, right? Which create the next generation. That become semen in the male, right? And ovum in the female. Ovum, it's not literally ovum, it's like energy of the female. In male, it's become female, right? So these are made of the food, but food first converted into the rasa. Now this rasa, when and it whole procedure till the female, the food properly digested through your body, it will take one meal. I'm talking about one meal. It takes 35 to 40 days, completely absorbed by your body. One meal. 35 to 40 days, depend person to person. 35 to 40 days it will take to finally absorb the food to the cellular level. And then anything in disturb in this procedure, because your three dosha is imbalanced, your Agni is imbalanced, everything is linked, right? So what happened? That ras, which is the first dhatu, the ras, When it's remained uncooked, then it converted into remain uncooked. It's not cooked, and you keep eating. You're overeating because of poor diet, because of um, wrong eating habits. It remain uncooked, like you eating one meal and you are not hungry for the other time. Your body gives the signal that you are hungry or not. The hunger is the signal that you should have the meal. But without hunger, you are having your meal, then it means the rust is not converted into the cooked rust. It's not become the cooked one, and it's not properly cooked. And then you having the another meal. So body stop cooking that rust and start digesting the meal recently you have it. So you're disturbing the pattern of the digestion of your body, and then all the dhatus are affected by this procedure because once the rust remain uncooked, then rest of the dhatu also not properly gonna make, and then you feel weakness, you get the arthritis, you get the osteoporosis, you get the fatty tissue, liver fatty tissue, you get obesity, rest of the case. Then lots of problems you will get. One, just because of one wrong habit, because we keep eating and we are not giving our body time to absorb properly the one meal. So that's why you have to listen the body signal. Whenever you are hungry, then have your meal. And once you are having that time, the signal you are observing through your body, depend person to person, then it means that is a time you should have your meal. You're giving the proper time to your body to absorb all the nutrition from the food. This much you understood. Any doubt you have? Sapta dhatu.
I understand. It's so fascinating.
Okay. So I hope there's no
I do.
queries.
I have a question, real quick.
Yes.
We're talking about the Ama, Trimalas, and Saptatu. Can you give me again the definition for Ama?
Ama means toxin of your body. Okay.
Okay.
How it produced? Okay. How it produced? Because your body is your Agni is imbalanced. So your body is not digesting the food properly, not absorbing. So food particles remain stuck in your body, in your belly of your stomach, your large, small intestine, and your stomach. They're stuck there. They're the small particles of the food. Then what happened? Those things are not flushing out from your body either because your three malai is affected. Proper waste system, your waste system is
Gotcha.
not properly working. You get the constipation. So there's no way out, right? It's not absorbed and not coming out from the body. Then it's start rotting in your body and converting into the ama toxin, becoming the toxin. And when it becomes toxin, it starts reaching in each and every corner of your body. So when it's reached to your joint, it gives the inflammation to your joint. When it reaches to
Gotcha.
your heart,
Okay.
it gives the block the arteries, right? Then it reaches to the brain, then you get the stroke, hemorrhage or dementia, these kind of problems, right? So because of the ama.
Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. So I hope Saptadhatu is clear to everyone that how it's made of the food, and that's why food habit, eating habit play very important role in order to maintain the long and healthy life. I hope you understood this thing. So quickly, we're gonna talk about the next thing. Now, write it down. The Sapt Prakriti. I'll write it down for you. Sapta Prakriti. Sapta Prakriti. The topic is Sapta Prakriti. Now, another two words, Sapta Prakriti. Before that, understand there is a two Prakriti also. That is Moola Prakriti. I'll write it down for you. You can understand Moola Prakriti as a permanent Prakriti. Prakriti means your personality, okay, or nature. So Mool Prakriti and Asthai Prakriti. Asthai is temporary. So Sapta Prakriti, Mool Prakriti, Asthai Prakriti. See, so before starting the Sapta Prakriti, understand the Mool and Asthai Prakriti, the two division, okay? So Mool Prakriti means uh, the Prakriti, the personality. Prakriti here means the personality, your nature. So you born, you have the special structure of your body, the same, your features, your eyes color, your hair color, the certain structure you are having, which you born with it. Moola Prakriti, that called Moolam, means permanent Prakriti, which cannot change. It means you are born with certain, which make you. Since childhood, you are, right? Which is never changed. You have seen yourself. Since childhood, you have something like you are mostly angry or mostly active or mostly lazy or mostly little calm or mostly little naughty. These kind of, since childhood, you are having these traits in you. That is your Moola Prakriti. Your body structure, your eye structure, your hair, your nose, your hands, certain kind of structure you are born with it, which cannot change. But right, even you're growing old, same. Your face never gonna change, right? You have the same face structure. It never gonna change. Maybe there's a wrinkles, little bit, muscles you gain or you become little weak. These is effect, but it's not like oh you are the Tom Cruise and you become some that Pitt, right? It never gonna happen. You have your facial structure through which you get with your since childhood. You're born with it. That called Moola Prakriti. Asthai Prakriti, the next one, temporary Prakriti. It means Mool permanent, Asthai impermanent, like temporary, which keep on changing. This Prakriti, like little bit you change, you become sometimes slim, you become little bit, you easily get the weight, you become, you get the obesity, then you do hard work, then you become slim, then sometimes your skin is very dry, sometimes your skin is very soft. These kind of characteristics come into the Asthai Prakriti, which keep on changing because of the outside environment. Remember, I talked about outside environment is also affected by the three dosha. So three mool prakriti, like you are the vata prakriti, pitta prakriti. Maybe you born with it. You are so much angry. You are since childhood you are having the habit of eating lot. So still you are doing same thing. Some kids, they are introvert, they don't talk, and since now you have to work harder to become social. That is your mool prakriti. But when environment is keep changing, so your body, little bit your body, quality of the skin, little bit hair quality gonna change. Quality I'm talking about, it become little bit oil because outside environment is affecting, influencing your inside environment. Outside vata, pitta, and kapha affecting your inside vata, pitta, and kapha. So sometimes your body becomes so dry, sometimes it's normal, oily skin you are having. Sometimes you gain weight, sometimes you won't. Sometimes you have uh, a little bit problem in the breathing. Sometimes you want. So the disease which is fluctuating, the disease because of imbalance of the three dosha which come to you, it happened because of you are traveling a lot, environmental change, even because of water you change, you get the diarrhea, right? Some people feel constipation or some people feel indigestion. It means outside food and water is affecting you. Outside environment is affecting you. And so your body is changing in that. That's happened asthai prakriti, which keep on changing, right? If asthai prakriti is affected by environment, food, what kind of diet you are having, what kind of lifestyle you are maintaining, what kind of meditation are you practicing, yoga practice you are practicing or not. If not, so you get the disease accordingly. If you are practicing, you are preventing many diseases. So asthai prakriti keep changing according to your lifestyle, according to the climate, which climate you are living, according to the food habit, according to the water, what kind of water quality you are taking it. Everything there is gonna count. Mool prakriti comes from your parents, your ancestor, the climate. For example, if you're living in the European country, you have certain kind of body structure, right? You have the certain kind of skin structure. Like if Indian people, you have seen like African people are totally different from the Indian and European. Indian people totally different from the African and the Japanese, Asian people, right? Why? Because the climate is also putting, contributing in the mold prakriti. It gives you certain kind of structure, height, weight, texture of the skin, white or black, or these kind of combination you will have because of the mold prakriti. I hope you understand this thing. Any doubts is here? Tomorrow we're gonna talk about the Satya prakriti. Any doubt?
No, ma'am, no doubt, but I
Okay,
want to
lovely.
right?
I hope everybody should understand these things.
Yes, ma'am, but I want to
Yeah.
ask you something. Will you provide yesterday's video, class video?
Your voice is breaking. Your voice is breaking. Yeah.
You will provide us video also of the
It would be uploaded on the YouTube.
Okay, when?
Maybe today. Don't worry. Just have 2 days, or it will take the 2 days, 1 day, to upload the
So
video. So you
every
will get
class video will uploaded.
Yes, every class video is uploaded.
So okay, and ma'am, the PDF you have given
Mhm.
in that this what you are teaching today or what you have teach yesterday, it is not given in there.
It is given there, but just you have to see it how much detail, because detail I would be explaining in short. You would be having the little bit idea about it. That what I'm gonna talk about in the class.
Okay, but Ayurveda subject is not given there. All other subjects are
I'll
given.
I'll, I'll share you the one book, Ashtanga Hridayam, so you get the idea about that.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay. You can ask the PDF on the WhatsApp app. You will be provided. Okay, don't worry. Bye bye. Take care. Bless you guys. Meet you at meditation class.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.